Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here. I've been posting a little bit on Instagram on a project that I'm working on, and I promised that I would do a video on it. And even though I'm not totally completely done, I thought I would get on here and show you kind of the work in progress and what it looks like. So basically what we're going to be talking about is how I am working on my capsule wardrobe, establishing and setting up my very first capsule wardrobe, and how I'm keeping that in my planner. So if you want to see the resources I'm using and what it looks like, then just stay tuned. Okay, so this is my A5 cloth and paper planner. This is my everyday planner. It has my schedule, it has my finances, it has my note-taking and basically all of those kind of items, but it also has a section that I have set up specifically to work on my capsule wardrobe. So if you've never heard of a capsule wardrobe before, basically what it is either the idea of a set number of pieces or a minimal amount of pieces of interchangeable wardrobe items that can be mixed and matched to meet your needs. So a big goal for me this year was to look at my consumption and kind of minimize what I'm consuming as well as what I already own in my home, and make sure that I'm curating things in my household that fit my lifestyle, meet my needs, and that I really love. A lot of people want to know why. Well, why are you doing this? So a big reason for me is most of us already basically do it. We all have those same 10 or 15 items in our closet that we really gravitate towards, and that's what we reach for consistently. So basically, a lot of us are already capsule wardrobing. We're just scared to frame it that way because we're scared we're gonna give up our options if we say, oh, I'm gonna live with only 30 pieces of clothing or 50 pieces of clothing in my whole wardrobe. Also, it's kind of an exercise in efficiency for me. While all my life I've thought owning more gave me more options, basically what it was doing was confusing me and frustrating me. So for me, my personal goals with doing a capsule wardrobe were to really hone in and understand my needs, as well as, of course, buying less and eliminating all of the excess. You know, who needs 10 pairs of black leggings when there's really only 3 that you will do a load of laundry to make sure are clean? And another thing I really wanted to do is I had these pieces in my closet that I really loved, and I just wanted to find new ways to use them to kind of breathe new life into my wardrobe. Also, as well as like I mentioned, the exercise inefficiency, owning more became just a very heavy mental load for me. So to start, I did create, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen this already. I kind of went ahead and created basically a mood board. So these are just items and images that I found from bloggers that I follow and love, on Pinterest that I love. You can kind of just see an overview just looking at it. It already gives you a feel for like what I'm going for and what I like. Like, I'm all about neutrals. I live a pretty casual lifestyle. I love black, gray, and camel with some denim mixed in. So basically that's my life story, and that's pretty much what I wear consistently. And I've had people in my life say like, oh, you need to add some color to your wardrobe, and don't you get sick of that? And you know, I don't. If I add color, it's like olive green, or for a while I was really into that mauve pink. So I'm not looking to not do that, but I'm looking to have a base, like a foundation to build upon, where if I want to buy a few pieces seasonally that mix in, that I know they can slide right in and they'll go well. Okay, so basically that's what I'm doing. So now the question is how? How am I implementing this? What I'm doing is taking a real hard mental inventory. What do I own? Why it wasn't working for me? And when I started this process in my bullet journal, it became really obvious right away. It was like gonna take me, 5 or 10 pages of my bullet journal to inventory everything, and then to go through piece by piece and try to make outfits. I already felt that anxiousness of like, I don't want to do this. And that right there was like eye-opening. So, okay, so my inspiration for this also is, if you're into capsule wardrobing, you've probably looked around a little bit, there is something called Project 333, which is the idea of 33 items for 30 days, and they're a huge online community, and people post pictures of their outfits and all of those things, and it's really cool. The concept of it is really cool, but it was kind of daunting for me to think about picking 33 items out of my closet that could last me for a month. So while I was looking, I found this awesome website. It's Unfancy, and she has a free printable capsule wardrobe planner, and it goes through and it has you complete some exercises, and it's got a bunch of information, exercises about what's working for you, what pieces do you already own and love to wear. It's kind of like helps you know where to start in that mental inventory. Pieces I own and never wear, what's not working for me. It has you think about your lifestyle, special events and travel. So this was a really, really great help for me. And I found this after I had kind of already started. Basically, I had gotten these printables from PeanutsPlannerCo that have a fold-out printable, a fold-out page here, and then it's got these boxes. So what I had already started to do was look at evaluating my lifestyle, knowing myself. What colors do I go for? What's my lifestyle like? What do I tend to choose consistently? So I had already started that, and I wanted a visual of that. So I went through and created kind of like a visual look. I took pieces that I constantly reach for and pull out, and I pulled them all together onto a single page just in images. And then looking at it like this made it really easy to suddenly start saying, yeah, I could take, you know, this top and these leather leggings and a cardigan, and look, I have an outfit and I like it. I like all of the pieces. I know that it fits my lifestyle. So I created that, and then I kind of fed in some of these pages from this capsule wardrobe planner from Unfancy, and I started using that to make me take a more in-depth look. It was like, when I look at this and when I look at the outfits I had started creating, I was asking myself, like, what are my, this page here says, what are my go-to uniforms? And it was really easy to visually see a pattern in what I was choosing. So I kind of threw together some outfits with some of those pieces, and I wrote down, it allowed me to look at what do I choose in an outfit and what do I like about it. So for me, I noticed that most of my outfits right now consisted of black leggings and a chunky sweater, sneakers if I'm home and doing casual stuff, or like booties if I'm going to work. Looking at my favorite pieces, I threw in this page that says what's working for me, and I just wrote down exactly what's working for me. And she has you look at what are common themes from that you can note across the page, like what fabrics, what brands, what colors, the way pieces fit your body. Make a list of what works for you. So I put down natural fiber sweaters. I know that, like, right now I live in the Midwest, it's cold. When I go and shop, like, I look at the fiber content of everything. I've loved clothes long enough to know that I want natural fiber sweaters. Like, that's what's gonna last. If I'm gonna choose neutral colors anyway, I want good quality. So I put winter, chunky and cozy knits, and summer, fine knit. High-waisted denim, I've had a couple kids. High-waisted denim is what works for me. I love it, and I'm not gonna try, no matter what the trends say, to ever go back from it. And then Ponte Knit, Ponte Knit is basically usually a black polyester knit that has good stretch. It's usually a really nice dense material, and it doesn't fade. You can get it in pants, you can get it in dresses. I have some Ponte Knit leggings that for the last 2 winters I have worn the heck out of. I love them, and I got them at Nordstrom Rack, and I look for them all of the time. I know the brand, and I will, if they ever need replacing, like if they get holes in them, they're never going to fade, but I will be replacing those. Those are a piece that I just love. So then the next page was colors. Fill in the boxes and create your color scheme. Now here's where I had a little bit more trouble, and I actually printed this page twice because depending on the season, I always do camel, gray, black, and some denim, which I'm not counting denim as a color, but then I tend to, like in camel and black, I love to mix in other earthy neutrals. So sometimes there'll be some brown in there, sometimes there'll be some ivory. I still do love a blush pink or a mauve if it's the right one. And I do love, like around the holidays and in the colder months, a pop of red. It's just what I like. So also one of my goals in this, like I stated earlier, was finding new ways to really utilize the pieces that I love. So one of the outfit rules is 3 pieces. You always want to do what your general outfit is, and then remember that a jacket, a blazer, a vest, or a statement accessory are just a great way to take it up to the next level. I want to look like a grown-up. I don't want to dress like my kids, and if I wear jeans and sneakers and a t-shirt all the time, basically it looks like I'm trying to be 20. So I just want to remind myself of these things I own that I love that can just take the outfit to the next level. Looking more in that capsule planner, I found this really cool challenge that they do on Unfancy, and I'm not ready to start it yet, but I'm definitely honing my pieces for it. And it's called a 10 by 10 challenge, and what it is taking 10 items you already own, tops, bottoms, shoes, and I'm not sure I'm gonna include shoes, but 10 items you already own that don't include your loungewear or stuff you wear to the gym, or you come home and put on your pajamas. You don't have to worry about including that. You list the 10 items, and then you take these 10 items, you make 10 outfits. So basically 10 items for 10 outfits for 10 days. So I started kind of breaking it down, and I started inventorying my items and picking out things that I knew were really versatile, worked well with each other, and I made stickers of those images, and I just went on Polyvore and I pulled the images down, or some of them I even just took screen grabs and I moved them into Silhouette Studio and made stickers out of them. So I have basic jeans, and I have those Ponte leggings that I just talked about. This is a Free People alpaca sweater that I love and wear a lot right now. I threw in some stuff that could layer, this crepe blazer, some gray wash denim, a striped tunic. So basically when you think capsule wardrobe, I started with what everyone's cliche capsule wardrobe items are, mainly because I knew it would be easy if I felt like I got stuck to go online and find outfits. Okay, so just to be clear, the 10 by 10 is not my whole capsule wardrobe, but this is me taking 10 pieces from the items I've currently selected as my capsule wardrobe and working with those 10 items for 10 days. And I kind of see this as an experiment in seeing how successful I am in staying true to myself and knowing that I can be flexible and work with fewer items. It's just a way to overcome, so to speak, my fear of doing this, but I do feel like I'm going to be pretty successful. So that's what I'm doing with the 10 by 10. And then I have some blank pages in here, and there's a few reasons. Number one is it's been unseasonably warm here. So at first I was not going to utilize the page that said to look at weather trends for your area, but I think I am going to kind of go and use that weather page in here and kind of see based on the trends, what pieces I can use for multi-seasonal. So my whole thought in doing the capsule wardrobe is not to have pieces for each, a capsule for each season, but to have a much more seasonless type of capsule. So even if that means I have more pieces, it means I have pieces that can flow in and out depending on the season. So the other thing I want to look at is special events and travel. I usually do kind of a capsule wardrobe type of thing. Most of us do when we pack, because we have limited space and we want to take items that work well with each other. So I kind of wanted to keep a little inventory here of items that I travel with that I feel like I've had a lot of success in traveling with those items. So I did want to show you one more thing, and I think the 10 by 10 area is where I'm going to utilize it really well. is, so I took this area of the printable and I listed my 10 items. There just so happened to be exactly 10 lines, and there so happened to be exactly 7 boxes. So when I go forward and do this 10 by 10, I'm basically going to take these 10 items and clarify, like kind of notate here what day of the week I wear them and how I mix and match them together, because I kind of want to see what pieces I lean towards. What do I rely on really heavily? Because as I said earlier, part of me doing this is wanting to utilize more of the pieces that I love, which means if out of these 10 pieces, I really heavily stick to 5 of them, the next time I do it, I want to try and pull those out and force myself to use a new 5. So that's basically what I'm doing. That's how I'm utilizing my planner and these printables for the capsule wardrobe. If you guys liked this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I know that I haven't kind of created a whole bunch of videos recently, but I'm hoping to get back into it, and I'm hoping to have more that I can offer you. Also, if you'd like to see a little more detail of how I created the outfits themselves and the stickers or anything like that, just leave me a comment or a question. I'd be happy to answer them. And thanks for watching, you guys.